Hey everybody, welcome back to Plants vs. Zombies. Greetings, neighbor. Who is this guy with the pot on his head? The name's Crazy Dave. I would have never guessed. But you can just call me Crazy Dave. Okay. Listen, I've got a surprise for you, but first, I'll need you to clear your lawn. Use your shovel and dig up those plants. Let the digging commence! Yeah, this guy's literally crazy. So, he's our neighbor. He's cool. Reminds me of the neighbor in Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Carl. I don't know why, I always think of him. But yeah, a little shovel tutorial. This is how you dig up your plants. Okay, goody. Now for the surprise. We're going bowling. Here, take this walnut. That is a tiny walnut. Why'd I put a walnut in your hand? Because I'm crazy. Now go, bowl me a winner. Okay. So this is bowling. Every 5 level is going to be a special level like this. So basically, this is the foul line, so you can only put your things behind the bowling line. And basically, you just roll the walnuts at the zombies and try and kill them. Conehead zombies take an extra hit. And that's it. You can also try and bounce your walnuts off of zombies, and it will go left or right to try and kind of combo them. And they just give you the walnuts here for free, so don't overuse them. You'll only get a limited amount. And almost got a combo there. This one is an Explodo nut. It will explode on impact and take out any zombie near it. Like that. Cherry bomb effect, basically. So it's always good to kind of just wait, see if more zombies show up so you can kind of get a combo. Gotta get a feel for, like, you know, how it's gonna bounce. It'll hit the top, though, and bottom of the things, too, and bounce. So they're not really setting me up very well here for a combo. But what are you gonna do? Almost. So yeah, you can use the Exploder nuts if you want, but also, if you haven't noticed already, the level progress bar is in the bottom left. Once it gets all the way to the left, you've, you know, finished the level. That's the progress of how many zombies are left. And there you go. Look at that. Triple combo. And whenever there's a flag on there, that's when it says a huge wave of zombies is approaching, and they'll send a lot of zombies at you, led by the flag zombie. And in the full version of this game, you can actually customize your own flag zombie. But since I have an old, unupdated version of this game, I can't do that, which is fine, because I didn't want to do it anyway. I'd rather show you the cool things that the old version of this game had. So as you can see, we've got an excess of nuts here. Yeah, that's what she said. So might as well just throw them at there, and here's our final huge wave. Save our Explodo nuts for that when they're all clumped together. So that's the flag zombie. You can actually customize the look of him in your boom, look at that. It's called a Zombatar, like Avatar. And that should be the game, folks. Got it. Here we go. Here's another emergency plant. This one is a really good one. You'll actually be using him almost throughout the whole game. This is the potato mine. Explodes on contact, but takes time to arm itself. It's kind of the only way to explain it is to use it in battle. So here we go. We got a new zombie here. Javelin zombie. Now, normally what will happen is at the beginning of a round, you'll be able to pick your plants once you have more plants to select from. But for right now, we only have 5 out of 6 possible plants, so we automatically just start with these. But once we get over 6 plants, we'll get to start then, and you get to actually stop and look at the zombies and check their description before you start the round. So, Potato Mine, here's what it does. Set it as far back as possible. When it's in this mode, it cannot kill a zombie. It'll take a while to set up, but the zombie can eat it while it's like this without getting damaged. But as you can see, it's a very, very cheap 25 sun, and I will show you exactly why it's worth it once it is armed. So there you go. Now it's armed, just like that. So, about how long it took him to get from there to there, you want to put it that far ahead of a zombie, because he needs to be in this state before a zombie gets there. Now, as soon as the zombie comes in contact with it, it will automatically blow up and kill him, no matter what kind of zombie it is, barring one of the last zombies we meet in the game. Other than that, it will one-hit kill any zombie. Boom, just like that. Potato mine, baby. He steps on a mine, he blows up. That simple. So when you're early in the round trying to establish your sunflowers like this, you know, you don't want to spend 100 sun on a pea shooter because you don't have much sun to start off with. So what you do is these single zombies that are coming in, shuffling in slow, you just use the potato mines to kill them. Because it's only 25 sun, so you're not spending much sun, and you know, it'll take care of that single zombie. The thing is, it's an emergency item, a temporary item, so it's not going to arm that row. That row will have no further defense once it's used up, but look at that. Now we had enough time to put all our sunflowers out. Now we have more than an excess of sun to get out all the rest of the pea shooters we're going to need pretty much. And pea shooters charge so fast that we're going to arm ourselves enough to take care of the rest of these guys. Now in early levels like this, most levels throughout the game usually, you won't even need 2 rows of sunflowers. That's just my personal thing. I always like to put 2 because I don't ever want to be in a situation where I'm going to be, you know, low on sun. So, see, in this situation here, I didn't want to put a second pea shooter out here without arming other rows first just because there's a cone head. So, you know, there's a few options. You put out a potato mine just in case he makes it all the way here. It'll blow him up. Or you could have put a walnut there to stall him until the pea shooter killed him. Either way would have worked. I opted for the potato mine because A, he's cheaper, and B, you know, I don't want to commit to putting a walnut there because I might want a put a pea shooter there later. So here are the javelin zombies. As you can notice, they're super fast, and they will javelin over one of your zombies. And look at that, he got through. So now we use our emergency cherry bomb to kill him. But yeah, they're really fast, so when you see guys like that, you need to do something to stop them. One of the easiest things to do is they can only use their javelin once. So, okay, here we've got an issue. It's too late for that. This guy actually is going to be a problem. A big problem. I might need to cherry bomb him. Because I didn't have a walnut charged and ready either. Give him something to eat there just to slow him down while the potato mine recharges. And right now I know he's going to eat these things, but I'm just putting him out to stall him so that I can do that. And then boom, that'll kill him. See, so for example here, boom, he'll javelin over that. Now after he javelins over the plant, he's very slow and easy to kill. So I also believe they take less hits than I believe they take less hits than a, what am I gonna say, a regular zombie to kill. I think they're more frail. Alright, so let's do some of this. We know that guy ain't gonna be useful, but gotta stop the javelin zombie. I can't believe I got in that much of a fucking problem that early in the round. It's because I get so entrenched in talking about, you know, and explaining everything that end up not paying attention. I guess that's the whole thing about LP in this game that's kind of tough, huh? Yep. But we got through, you know, it's thinking on the fly like that that gets you through this game. This guy was a cone head, he lasted a little long. He would have died anyway, but there you go. They give this plant to you rather early. I wouldn't mind getting it later because it's kind of expensive. I mean, as an early plant, there's so much better plants you can get. But this is a snow pea. It's basically a snow pea shooter. Shoots frozen peas that damage and slow the enemy. So it's essentially a pea shooter that will slow the enemy with its shots. So pretty good. Pretty good stuff we're talking about here. Nothing new here zombie-wise, but now we have a full thing of plants. So maybe now I shouldn't go for the full-on setup. You know, yeah, I'll go for 2 rows because I want to show you the snow peas. I'm going to do my best throughout this LP to show you all the flowers as soon as we get them, at least use them in that level. But what are you gonna do? When this game first came out too, I believe it did have a pay-to-play kind of thing where there were extra plants that you could buy with real money. Well, not really. There's an in-game currency and you can use the real money to buy the in-game currency to buy the you know, plants and so forth. Kind of like, you know, NBA 2K, how there's VC in the game, and you can use real money to buy the VC, and then you can use the VC to upgrade your shit. So, you're not buying points directly, you're buying credits to buy points. See what I mean? In that way, when they do that, it kind of tricks you into feeling like you're not just paying to play directly, you're using the points yourself to upgrade. Alright, so here's the Snow Pea. What it does the same damage as a pea shooter, except it will extremely slow down the zombie. I believe they are about half speed, and as you can see, that really helps. Plus, he makes a little snowflake sound when he shoots. It's pretty cute. Plus, he looks cute. I like him. I am a big fan of the Snow Pea. It is, however, pretty expensive. $175, almost double the cost of a pea shooter, but, you know, it's worth it for what it does. The only problem with it, the only downfall of the Snow Pea, and the slow effect in general, is that it will only slow down the zombie it's shooting. And something you'll notice that you need to keep an eye on in this game is that zombies followed by other zombies, the zombie in front will be taking the brunt of the hit. And the zombie in behind him will be getting, you know, a free pass. And he won't be taking any damage, so as soon as the first one dies, he'll be right where the behind that guy with full HP. So that's where Snow Peas fail, you know, because they're not slowing down the guy behind him, and that guy's going to come out fresh. For example, if a guy came out behind this guy right now, this guy's probably not going to die till about here, if he even does. So if another zombie comes in behind him, he's going to be way closer, and he's going to be fresh. So, you know, at that point, any pea shooter is going to have problems with that. There are only a few plants that shoot through zombies, so that's just something you got to deal with. But it's a thing where the Snow Pea becomes kind of ineffective. But, you know, one row of these guys, because they slow these guys down to like half speed, is essentially as good as 2 rows of pea shooters. And, you know, that would cost you 200 per row, whereas this is costing us 175. So I don't normally think of them as cost efficient, but in cases like this, I guess you could say they are. And I guess for some insurance, we could set up some pea shooters as well. If you wanted to, I guess we could set up some walnuts in front of these guys. You know, might as well if we've got the sun. That'll give that guy something to do. It's also really nice against the javelin zombies here because they're so fast, you know, slowing them down is kind of a priority. And if you wanted to go for an extra layer of defense, put a potato mine in front of that. But, you know, when it comes to potato mines, you usually want them as far back as possible to give them time to arm before a zombie would get to them. But, you know, they're usually only good for early level bullshit because once you start getting your offense set up, chances are you won't need potato mines. And if you do need it, it's going to be in a situation where you're like, oh shit, why aren't my defenses covered? When normally, you know, if you're already in that situation, you're not going to have time to arm a potato mine. You know, you're going to need a quick solution. Good call with that walnut, huh? As you can see, this level actually has 2 flags, so that's pretty cool. Already ramping up the difficulty here. See, at this point, we don't need as much sun. We've got 1,000 sun. That's way more than we'll ever need, so we can start digging up these second row of sunflowers and putting more offense there. Because we definitely don't need the sun, but we could use the offense. I mean, fuck, I don't even know why I'm putting pea shooters. I could put more snow peas. Might as well, right? It's just a better version of the pea shooter. Of course, one of the 1 rows I didn't put it on is where there's a cone head. But we're taking kind of the cone heads out pretty fast anyway, so it's not really an issue. I don't even really need to do anything on this level. It's going to take care of itself from here on out, but I'm just keeping myself busy to make it go by, you know. Yeah, the javelin zombies aren't even making it to the frickin' 3rd row here. 3rd column. And we still have 750 sun, you know, it's just... might as well take out the back row of sunflowers at this point. Make it even faster. Or just do something like this. Oh, that was the wrong plant. Do something like this. Speed it up. But yeah, I definitely feel like a lot more into LPing now than I was, you know, a few months ago. I know that you guys are like, whoa, 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 we're talking about plants here, planting walnuts, and now all of a sudden we're talking about your LP career. I know. Way to transition, but yeah, you know, I've just been thinking about it, and, you know, I've been recording a lot more new LPs and episodes more frequently. I feel a lot into it, but the thing is, I really want to get my Twitch going, because, you know, that's just I mean, it's a lot more of a time dedication than LPing is. LPing I can kind of do on my own time, like bulk upload and edit and record, but you know, streaming is kind of more of a time-consuming thing, but I'd really like to do it. I mean, it seems to be where the scene is at right now, where everybody's going, you know, and just something about that live chatting is just so great. Chatting with you guys live, it's so nice. I mean, reading comments is cool too, but it's just not the same, you know, being able to answer your questions then and there. It's just I never know, like LPs, I kind of like to plan my LPs and stuff like that, so I really don't know what I would stream on the fly. Aha! Another new plant. Of course, this is the Chomper. Very good plant, very good defensive plant. Another one you'll probably use throughout the whole game. Devours a zombie whole, but is vulnerable while chewing. Yes, so when a zombie comes up to him right in front of him, he will eat the entire zombie, no matter what zombie it is. Once again, barring the very late game zombies. He will eat the zombie whole, killing it, whether it's a cone head, javelin, whatever. But he takes a while to chew it. Usually they're chewing it for about 30 plus seconds, and while he's chewing, he can't eat another zombie, so he's vulnerable to getting eaten. So he can eat a whole zombie, but you know, it's a good recharge time, plus a little expensive. But anyway, that's it for this episode of Plants vs. Zombies. In the next episode, we might finish the first world. So I'll see you guys then. Peace out, everybody.